Mask slip. Nikki Priddy posted Meghan's showgirl picture laid bare Duchess's fake naive act to Harry. When Meghan Markle began dating Prince Harry, she was snubbed by her future sister-in-law Kate Middleton and contemptuously referred to as Harry's showgirl by a senior royal, according to bombshell revelations in a new book. At the time, a Kensington Palace aide publicly said that both women, who were both hurt by the accusations, were very different people. According to Spare, one senior royal referred to the American actress as Harry's showgirl, while another told an aide, "She comes with a lot of baggage." A high-ranking courtier was overheard telling a colleague, "There's just something about her that I don't trust." Harry, who's extremely protective of Meghan, was aware of the talk, a close friend of his said. "I wanted to get away from the goldfish bowl that was Kensington Palace," the book said. "Everywhere you turn, you're surrounded by staff and family. I was at a point in life where I was working with my brother, doing the foundation, so working with him and living with him as well, it was too much." However, Nikki Priddy, Meghan Markle's best friend, recently responded to the image of Meghan, built by Harry in Spare. Received an online interview, Priddy replied, "The person appearing in the memoir is not Meghan. She's not innocent like that. I still remember the time when she started to interact with the elite in her 20s, only hanging out with rich men. She was no longer a friend. She entered a new page of her life and left the good things behind." The fact that Meghan left the house to wander and sleep at her boyfriend's house regularly was confirmed by Thomas himself, and I was an eyewitness to it. She even went to work as a stripper or a showgirl. After that, she emerged as a phenomenon in the sensitive scenes in several low-budget films. So the girl depicted in Spare is probably Harry's imagination. Nikki also provided us with some photos of Meghan while working in sensitive jobs. Her time became increasingly important. When she was in town, she'd want you to drop everything to see her. If I was busy, it would be, "Why don't you want to see me? I'm here, let's hang out." There were instances when I felt she developed a sense of entitlement because she was on the show, added Priddy. She went on to say that she eventually realised Meghan was no longer the friend that she'd grown up with anymore. If you rubbed her the wrong way, she'd make it known with the silent treatment. There was a time when we were about 7, and I'd collected a bunch of insects. She didn't want to play with them. We spent 2 hours sitting at opposite ends of the garden with our backs to each other in silence, Priddy went on to say. I'd always be the first to apologise. I just wanted to be best friends again. She was stubborn. She'd dig her heels in. In Spare, Harry paints a sympathetic picture of Markle, who was shunned by palace staff, and Harry's older brother William, who once advised Harry to take his time and get to know the girl properly. In the months after that conversation, the brothers hardly spoke, and Harry's invitations to visit his niece, Princess Charlotte, and nephew, Prince George, began to dry up, the book claims. Flowers for her birthday were nice, but Meghan would far rather have Kate check in on her during the most difficult times with the press, describing awkward moments between the two women.